Raksha Bandhan, but it reached them yesterday, and today I'm in my native place, and today I get to tie Rakhis to my brothers. So we are celebrating late Rakhi today. So that's something interesting and unexpected happened this week.
I'm Krishiv. I'm part of the design cohort, and I started my own Fiverr account this week, so that's something interesting.
My name is Lakshita and I'm part of the filmmakers cohort. And something interesting that happened this week was that my dog actually listened to the commands I said without me giving him treats.
Srileka, would you like to share?
Yeah, I'm Srileka. For me, this week maybe interesting thing is I walked on the bamboo stick in here in Apollo. That was one interesting thing. And today we take a bath in a pond. Mm, These two are the interesting things for me.
Yeah, you can further nominate anyone and we can continue the chair like that.
Does anybody want to go next? Yani or Chitra or Ambika?
Or Ratnesh, so I can go next. I'm Ratnesh, and while I'm not really part of the cohort as a member, but I'm possibly a guide to the cohort if they allow me to guide them. and yeah, what interesting happened to me this week was um, that we have done some mushrooms farming last week, and that was the first time the mushroom grew inside the campus, and we had mushroom vegetable. The whole process of them growing was so interesting. And incidentally, Chitra is there in this meeting. She's the one who kind of got this done for us or helped us learn how to do it. So thanks to her, we had mushrooms growing in campus. Yeah, and I can, okay, let me tag Chitra if she's there.
Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah,
How
let's
did
go.
the mushrooms taste?
Super,
Ratnesh?
super, very nice.
Oh, good. Okay. So I'm also not officially part of the cohorts, but I'm just interested. So I'm attending today. I just want to learn what's going on. And what happened interesting to me this week, two things actually. One is I started thinking about the possibility that I might competitively do race walking. So I have been trying to learn about proper race walking techniques because I actually do it. I'm pretty good at it. But I thought when Priyanka Goswami just won in the Commonwealth Games in race walking, a goal, I was like, hey, why can't I learn to do this competitively? Maybe there are some races that I can take part in just to start and see where I stand. So I was actually exploring that this week. Uh, and the second thing is that I learned about Pop Sockets. It's an international company, and they make these, and they've like literally made billions making these things that you can stick on the back of your phone and make your phone sort of hang on a cup or a mug if you're making a selfie or a video of yourself. And they're also in India. And if you look at their About Us page, it's so interesting because they have given the whole evolution of where it started. One of the guys who founded it, his professor actually stuck two buttons at the back of his phone just for practical solution to the problem. And this guy got an idea, and how this product has evolved and how many variations they have today. It's really mind blowing. So I thought Pop sockets was a real discovery. Should I volunteer somebody? How about Krishiv?
I already did my
Oh, sorry. Okay. Missed that.
Okay, so I am Shaunak and I am not a part of any cohort. So I want to join cohorts. And what happened interesting is two things. One thing is this Tuesday I practiced cricket more than 8 hours. And second thing is I just got there is an invitation. There's an invitation from a YouTuber named Mr. Beast. So I'm planning to work with him. So that's one thing. Yeah.
Would you like to tag someone?
I mean, I'll tag Vajra Prasad uncle who's joined. Vajra uncle.
Maybe Yanni, would you like to share?
Anybody else?
Hi, I'm Yani. This is.
Okay, my name is He's doing it.
Yeah, this is Ananya, and I'm Yani. We've been unschooling her for the past 8-9 years. Now she's 10-year-old. Something you want to share? Interesting, you do.
I'm Ananya and I'm 10 years old and I'm an unschooler and I'm doing an math interesting this week. This one, which I drawed in my free hand.
Oh, that's awesome.
So she learned to, scale up any art into a bigger size, how to scale up any art form. So that was interesting for her. And for me, it was, I was part of a session about safe and secure spaces for children. So that was interesting for me this week. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Priya. For me, it was very interesting to be in Arahi campus this week to experience the lovely space and to observe the children. That's all.
Anyone would like to share? Sumit, would you like to share what interesting thing happened in your week and introduce yourself?
Are you asking me? I can't really hear you. Okay, yeah. So
Yes.
hi, I'm Sumedh. I am 16 years old and I am an unschooler. I'm an open learner, I would say. And I am into cooking, art, geography, and designing. And I've been an open learner for 3 years now. Yeah.
And what interesting thing happened to you this week?
What interesting thing happened to me this week? Huh? 1 second. let me-
Anupama wala.
Uh,
Anupama theater.
I mean, like one interesting thing happened
She's
was, like all of my friends came and we cooked together some cookies and it was really fun. So that was the most interesting thing that happened to me this week. Yet, yeah.
Hi, I'm Arpita. Yeah, an interesting thing happened to me this week is through Workshop Comcare, we announced new workshops, which is like Eureka Force, we call it. So that was interesting thing happened in this week. Yeah, that's it. I'm a fashion designer. I like to design things. And what else? Yeah, I'm a YouTuber also. I create videos. I enjoy all that. So here today, I wanted to know what is co-learning cohort, and I want to understand more about this. So that's it.
Anyone else would like to share next?
So now I think we'll move on to the presentation, and then after the presentation, we'll have the Q&A session.
Yeah. Yeah. So we co-learning cohorts are welcoming you once again to this open house. Let's just fly today. So what a cohort is, what we do is a cohort, like in a cohort, We together do stuff. We together make a plan for our future to make our passion into profession. We co-create everything together, and we run this together. We have a vision of what we want to be, and we create path for it. Yeah. Let me tell you about designer cohort. Me and Krishiv are the current team of designers cohort. Krishiv, would you like to go?
Yeah. So we are right now. For now, we are two people who are passionate about design, and we do different projects and stuff that is related to design together. In the past year, um, we did ADD prompts, which are prompts that Ratnesh posts every day, related to design.
We
And
also
we
post
did.
few prompts. Yeah, so we also post few prompts, and Ratnesh also posts few prompts, and we together, we individually kind of solve those prompts and we make
Worked
new
on a few
designs for
storylines,
it.
and I'm working on one right now. Still, it's a bit.
Go on, Krishiv.
Yeah. Also in the past year, yeah, 3 to 4 projects. We are currently working on a project, which is a game design project. And what we are going to do, Shreya, you can.
Yeah. So currently we in the past we did three projects, which one was the car logo. It was a logo for a farm. And we also designed a game design and interior design. And currently this month we are doing weekly projects. Each week we are picking up a theme and we are working on it together. In the morning we meet in the Zoom and discuss on what we want to do in that particular day, and then we go on individually and do our works and then share it in the Discord. We share in the Discord and each of us give feedback to each of our work. We pull and push each other. We have fun and we learn together. And in the next month, we are starting the actual plan of cohort. We'll decide in the month end, and from the next month we'll have a plan for next 6 months what we want to do in the designers cohort.
So the filmmakers cohort for now has one person, which is me, and I worked on a lot of different things because, like, future down the road, I want to work on show running, which means show running is basically overseeing production of any film or a TV show or anything. So I explored a few different things. The number one thing is production. So I looked through what happens in production and all the steps and how different people work and how the whole thing is made. And then I researched more about writing and the making of the film or the TV show. And I also did some screenwriting and storyboarding. So I've written a few pilots, made storyboards, and done log lines and created storylines, and I'm working on one right now. For the future, I haven't really planned in detail because when people come in, I want to decide with the other people. So it suits everybody, the plan suits everyone. But I do want to do a project like, I don't know, filming a short film or making a mini series, something like that. And I want to take a course or like a class on directory so I can understand more about direction. And I also want to do internships and road trips so I can actually see professionals in action and do lots of networking. But the plans can change, and I definitely don't want to set everything right now So I'm kind of just, contemplating stuff.
In the writers cohort, it's me and two other people, Shrishti and Sandhya. So we have passion for writing, and so we came together to explore the different avenues and work together. So in the past year, we've done SWAD, which is a series Writers of Arohi Daily, where we work on prompts from Monday to Saturday. Then there's this book called Butterfly Line by Michael Mapargo, and we went through and analyzed each individual chapter. We also made a short story we made a overall prompt and wrote individual stories and compiled it into a book, which we're yet to publish. Then we've also been working on our magazine Globetrotter, where we pick a theme and we basically make a magazine out of it. In the future, for the next 2 months, we're planning on exploring writing books, articles, and novels. We want to learn about how to publish a book, a magazine, and newspapers. We're also going to continue with SWAD, and then we are also focusing on self work for the next 1 month, which is going to be focusing on writing, doing, and online courses.
So in each cohort, we do everything together, and these are the few things. Number one is that we plan our day together. So each cohort meets whenever suits them, and they plan out their day. They list on what all they're going to do, and then at the end of the day, they reflect on what they've done. They post their reflections, and they get feedback from the cohort members and the other cohorts, and they move on and do other things. We also share feedback and lots of things that you can improve on this. So we share a lot of criticism for our cohort members, and we do projects, courses, internships, everything together, so we can understand that so we can understand how a team works and explore our passion together.
Huh. So, commitment is a very important part of the cohort. And since this cohort is for following your passion, we recommend joining only if you can give 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, for 6 months. And we will have a trial period, which will be elaborated later.
So, so
Yeah. Wait, Shreya, were you saying something? Okay.
go on.
So, for responsibility, do you have any things that you would? What would you think would come under responsibility? Everybody. Like one thing would be time. You need to be responsible about how you manage your time and how you're kind of splitting it to accomplish things during your day. Anybody else?
What responsibilities do you think that the people who are in cohort needs to have? They have these responsibilities. What are they? Come on, just give it a guess, give it a shot in the shadows, anything. Just share your thoughts. Come on, it's your responsibility to share your thoughts too. That's another responsibility that you guys have now.
Okay, well, another one would be doing your work, doing the work that you might have split it up at, because you're working in a team, you will split things up. So it's your responsibility to do your share of the work so that at the end of the day, it can come together and you are working as a team. And it would also be,
Plan the tasks for the day.
yeah.
Now,
Give feedback.
Yeah.
yes.
One thing is give updates, since you're working in a team and like you have your personal life also, so some things might clash and you might have other work, so it's important that the people in the cohorts know why you're not doing a work, or like why you aren't coming to the meeting, so they can figure something out and the work can get done, be finished.
Yeah. Okay. I think that covers it.
Attending meetings, it's also your responsibility to attend the meetings.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the trial period. So you can to give you a feel of what it will be for next 6 months. We are inviting you guys to join us for a 1 week and to work with us to meet, to give feedback, to share thoughts, to reflect, to plan, and to everything that we do in the cohort. You get to have lots of fun and grilling sessions and everything. So this trial period is for 1 week. You can join us and work with us for 1 week, which is the next week of August, which is the last week of August. So this is the trial period. Thank you for listening to us till now. Now it's time for us to listen and answer your questions.
I have a question. If so, can I go?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if we can join for a week, is it like we are also part of the team and doing the things what you're doing, or we are just observing what you're doing?
Yes, you're part of the team for that
Okay.
1 week.
Okay. So we get to choose whatever team we want to, right?
Yes,
Like there are writers and different teams.
yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, I have a doubt. If we have a different interest other than the cohort already exists, then what happens?
Right now, we aren't making new cohorts. So as of now, it's just these three.
I think also to emphasize that this is just the beginning of our cohort journey. So we're starting with 3 cohorts. But as we move ahead, and if there are people who are interested in any other area, a group of people, then we can always add a 4th.
What are the timings to join every day?
For the trial period, or do you mean the when we are officially kind of starting the cohort? Okay, well, the trial period is next week, starting just the last week of August, and then the cohorts start in September first week.
Hello, Misha, sorry, I couldn't hear you. Can you answer me again, please? What are the timings and how do we join?
So for the trial period, it starts next week, the last week of August. It'll be for that 1 week. And then otherwise we start first week of September.
You can join us by filling up the form, which is in the Arohi website. We'll also share the link in the chat too.
Okay, thank you. Can anyone join the like regular thing, or is it like for children, or there is a age limit or something there, or anybody can join?
No age limits.
Okay.
As long as you meet the requirement of the cohort, you can join.
So, what are the requirements?
Okay. So first, as I mentioned before, you have to be able to give 8 hours a day for five
Oh,
days a week.
okay, okay,
Um,
got it.
Secondly, you can't be going to a conventional school or college because then you won't be able to give 8 hours.
Yeah.
And you have to have at least done 6 months of something in the cohort you want to join. Like, for example, if you want to join the designers cohort, then you have to have done something for 6 months.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Anupama here. I had a question. If at all this next 2 months are busy, like I cannot commit, and the third month onwards, if somebody wants to join, is that possible?
Yeah, it is possible. So the cohort have plans in certain way, like for example, an internship for 2 months or 1 month, and then a project for 1 month, and then like any people who wants to join us can join in the starting of the each thing. Like so, suppose from next week we are starting the project, and new members can join them, and that project will go on for 1 month, and the next month we'll do something else, and new people can join us then too.
Okay, so we'll get to know the announcements, right? Yeah, thank you.
Well, I'm interested in the writing group. I have a lot of things to do. Will I have to sit in the online for 8 hours fully?
No, you won't have to do that. There'll be meetings throughout the day, maybe like twice or thrice, but you won't be sitting 8 hours in a Zoom session.
You divide your day for 8 hours. It's not like you do it online. In the 8 hours, it could include you reading for 2 hours, writing for an hour, and then having meeting with the cohorts for an hour. Like that. It's not like you do it continuously 8 hours in the online. And also, it's not an online complete online session too. We do meet in campus for um, few days, and you also do it online, and you also like when you go for internships or apprenticeships or any trips, any place that you want to visit to learn more, you also go to that place. So it's kind of combination of these three: online at home and the campus, Arohi campus, and wherever you want to visit and to learn further things.
Well, in writing cohort, how how much What is the age group?
There's no age limit. You just have to have the passion and be able to give the time. Yeah.
For filming cohort, there's only Lakshita right now. So,
Yeah.
what are the plans for next 6 months? What do you want to do? And yeah, how do you want to take it forward?
Like I said before in the presentation, that I did not set any like specific plans. I have a few things that I want to do, but I haven't set anything, because like when people join, I want to discuss with the people who are joining, and I want to do something that suits everybody in the cohort and not just me. So I haven't planned much, but I am planning, like I want to do a course, and I want to take up an internship, and I want to like do a project. So these are the three things that I want to do, but then I haven't decided a specific course or a specific project or like a specific person to go to an internship to, because I want to discuss with cohort members, and I want to do something that is okay with everybody.
About the designers cohort, I had a question about. Designers is a very wide area, right? So, what kind of designing are you focusing on there?
So, yeah, as you said, the design is a very vast profession. So, it depends on what each one of the cohort members want to explore. For example, and that too, we are currently not sticking to one particular branch unless the member of the cohort wants to. Currently, me and Krishiv are exploring different branches. For example, last week we did a project on service design, and this week we are doing a project on graphic designing for a T-shirt. So like that, we are exploring different branches of designing to learn more things from each branch. Yeah. And it always depends on what the members of the cohort needs, and based on that, we plan things accordingly.
Like
Okay.
my daughter, she is interested into designing because she does a lot of 2D and 3D designs on her own. She has her own projects. Like she designs a lot. Like it comes to her mind and she starts designing. So there is 2D and 3D and also like typography is also there. She works on calligraphy also. So I see her single person's interest itself being wider. So do you think we can all cater with the group? Will it how will it work out?
One idea that we came up recently, one of the idea is we can always think of more ways in which we can bring the whole group together or how things will work. The one idea which we did was we had kind of divided our week or day into two parts. As I'm interested in doing UI designing and Krishiv is interested in doing graphic design. So some part of the work we do a project which will include both of us working, and the other part of the day will be each of us doing the things that we want to. Like I do UI designing and Krishav do graphic design, and together we did service design. So this was one of the way which we came up with to bring the people together. Krishav, would you like to add something to it?
Yeah, so as she said, there is also time for your own self-work. This is for what we are doing right now is for more exploring different kinds of design.
And about the film group, do you include photography or is it only film?
No, I think photography is included, but like one thing I want to make clear is that it's a filmmaking cohort, but that doesn't mean the only thing I'm doing is directing, because I'm not even that interested in directing, to be honest. Film has like lots of responsibilities, and it's not just directory or like acting. So there are a lot of different aspects, and photography is included because that's really important when you want to frame shots and when you want to do storyboarding, or even when you're like marketing the film, photography is important. So I think it's included.
How do you plan to learn new things? Like design or film or anything. How do you plan to learn new things?
For me in film, I'm focusing on like lots of different aspects, and I'm exploring a lot of things. One thing that I found useful is analyzing any and all pieces of media, may it be like a soundtrack or a music video, or it could even be a choreography video, and it could be like a TV show or an episode of a late night TV. So anything that I watch or anything that I look at, it's always, somehow connected to film, and I can always learn from it. And another thing is that I've done one or two courses, and I've actually made short films, and written log lines, I've done storyboarding. So I do the actual work too. So when you combine both the things, theory and practice, then you get to learn more the more you practice. So, and even if I'm rewriting the same episode or the same short film script over and over again, each time I'll get to learn something more and get some feedback out of it.
How about the design cohort? What are your plans?
I want to add a little thought here that the whole idea of co-learning cohort is not a fixed thing that this is what we will do. The whole idea is to co-create that. So as the members join in, what exactly will happen will be kind of co-created. What specific people want to learn, how they want to learn, even that will be co-created. Let's say somebody says, let's do a course, but somebody else, let's just directly do a project and we will learn on that, and so on and so forth. So while, yeah, they can share what they are thinking, it is a constantly evolving thinking based on whoever is the member of the cohort. So just wanted to emphasize that point. That's why it's a co-learning cohort. It's all co-creating, co-deciding, and all options are available. Yeah. Sorry, Shreya, you can respond to Arpita's question.
Krisha, would you like to answer?
Yeah, sure. Okay. So, I think, for example, last week we were doing, no, sorry, last week we were doing this service design on making the systems of a supermarket more efficient. So, I had absolutely no idea on like, that was literally the first time I was even thinking about it. So I think so. We also visited our nearest supermarkets to learned. And then I think a great resource is also the internet. Like you can read a lot of articles and stuff. So yeah.
Thank you. That clarified my questions.
Okay, so one more question. Like my daughter, she is interested into multiple things. So I was just thinking of maybe I asked her. She said first priority would be writing, but otherwise photography and designing is also constantly going on, and multiple other things. So I think let her observe into the writers group and then see how it works out for her, how she feels there, and then maybe we can move on. But I think we can also do something where people who are multiple interests or younger children, I don't know, maybe we don't need all parents also coming in. So I don't know, like whether she can go into all the groups, or how we can do this. But maybe for the trial session she can go into the writing and see if she is comfortable and how she communicates and how she is able to take up the task and finish it, and then maybe go on forward. If anyone had some similar thoughts, maybe we can share.
Yeah, so Yani, to answer specifically the way these cohorts have been conceptualized, it's actually, I would say, one level after the exploration stage. So we are assuming the people who are coming for a cohort have explored different things. And for Ani to have so many interests is wonderful at this age, and at any age for that matter. But let us say, so if she's still thinking about, hey, which one, this one also I like, and this one also I like, I would personally, that's my personal opinion, would say continue that exploration. And let's say at some time she says, now I want to deep dive into this. I think that would be the right time to go at the cohort level. Yeah. In fact, we had a few people from our community, few children, who initially got excited with the concept of co-learning cohort, but then they realized they don't want to spend so much time every day on one thing. Right? And then they themselves withdrew saying, okay, right now, maybe we are not yet there. Yeah, yeah. So I think that's the whole thought process, that when one wants to move into an expertise level, and from the exploration level, then is the time for a cohort.
Yeah, true. But because Ananya has been into getting into many things totally, she'll dive into everything. Because like writing, she has already completed around 9 stories, I believe, and then she's also doing some historical stories. So everything is fast and immediate to her. Morning she gets up, she says the story is there. Now I have to write it down. So it's built up, and even the designing. She has done a lot of designing process, but she doesn't have people who have similar interest with whom she shares and receives. So that's why I was interested with this idea itself, because she's already into all this, and even photography, she's too much into it already. She does a lot of photography, and also she's done a short movie also. They have done their own script and her own storyboarding, everything she did on her own. I'm not part of it, I'm yet to see that. I'm yet to even watch it. So I give that space to wait and see when it comes to front of me. So she's already into it. It's not like
Yeah.
it's just a.
So for that, Yani, we have the Arohi community where all of these things are already active, and there are already other people, both children and adults, doing filmmaking separately, or doing designing separately, or doing art and graphic craft separately, or they are doing writing separately. So just to give an example, we have another club called, or rather a club called Raw Readers and Writers. Right, so they are doing that as an exploration stage, I would say. So there are children and adults of all ages who want to look at reading and writing more as an exploration right now, not like, yeah, I want to become a professional in that field. But while people like, let's say, Misha or Shrishti or Sandhya, who are part of the cohort, are now thinking they've done a lot of it, and they want to take it to the professional level. So that's where the community is there for that particular, for the exploration stage. While within the community, these cohorts are for more for now, going to the professional level. Yeah.
Any more thoughts, questions, anything? So, Lakshita, would you like to conclude the meeting?
Yeah. Thank you everybody for coming, and I hope everybody got like more info on the cohorts and you got some clarity, and you might have come here for a different reason, and I hope whatever you expected got, you got what you wanted. And I'm pretty sure all of us are looking forward to hear more from you. Thank you again for coming. That's it.
I have also shared the cohort link, like the website link. Please go through, and if you are interested to join us for a trial period, please fill the form and let's get connected. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us and making this meeting a wonderful session. Thank you. Bye.